Thank you. That was a great introduction. Oh my gosh. Um, let's see. All right, I'm Starfire, and I want to apologize in advance for the roller coaster like of emotions. So I apologize. The first poem is Winter Blues. We mourn for her presence. Her fragrance lingers everywhere in this home that she and I were supposed to grow old in. We have lost our foundation. We're both broken, this home and I. We are falling apart without her, this home and I. My heart imitates the winter, bitter and loss of blossom as her shadow became nothing. The bliss of romance has now come to an end. Living alone in a pink house that craves to be a different color. It wishes not to be so loud like my love for her. My soul is burning slowly, and these third-degree burns on my heart has lost its feeling. Flames of heartache spread through my body. Ashes of despair fall to the ground, but in spite of it all, like magic, a flower grows despite it being cold. It fought through the stains of pain to expose that even though my flesh no longer has purpose, my soul has hope to love again. I pray my soul tries again and again until it wins, because love and loss are intertwined destinies. Inevitably, we shall meet again. Thank you. And this one is called I Love Alone. We love deeply without a ground to hold us steady, sabotaging our progress with false narratives. We wasn't ready. I was always anxious without your soft lips kissing my hand, afraid distance would magnify the imperfections I hid within the brokenness of who I used to be. Sad because your presence was unknown. I never felt you when you were gone. I grew tired of waiting for your love to be known, so I learned to love alone. You said you loved my soul, but you stopped getting to know the person that owns it. I tried to preserve how you made me feel, to keep you close, and like your touch had expired. A ghost I cherish the most in this desert that I roam. I see the moon silhouetting the grassless mountains, and I hear the birds fighting a war of harmony, and moments like these give me comfort to love when I'm alone. I fill the void with the love I have for myself and the things around me. It may have taken some time, but I am complete, and I don't think twice of what could be. Your whispers now drift lost in the breeze. Within the fortress of my own affection, I thrive loving in solitude. So be it if I love alone, secured with the love I own. I love alone. Thank you. It's like the first two kind of goes together, and then the last two poems that kind of go together, so it's a little bit of a switch. This one is called Take a Seat. I grew up convinced I had to be better than the next. If she was basic, she couldn't. Let me start over, I'm sorry. I grew up convinced I had to be better than the next. If she was basic, she can't sit with us, and she better be pressed, surrounded by black girls with insecurities that was passed down like a domino effect. 15 years old, thinking we had drip or mental capacity, was so immature, our styles came from BET. Image gets the men living in sin cells, and that's how you blend. Sex knew me before I knew the meaning of the word commitment. The evolution of self made me realize I have first rights to my body, and I decide who gets to divide these thighs and gather enjoyment in what I call a prize. I know how to protect her with dignity, even learn she's sacred and every day ain't meant for me, and I'll be damned if I let a man who doesn't know how to secure my energy come freely. His purpose in my life better be God-sending. I am divine with a strong mind, so I speak. Judging separates you and I, but accepting who you are gives rise to peace, so I speak. Take a seat knowing I am not the only one holding a position as a leader. We have room for intellectual power. There is room for my women who claim themselves to be undecorated, as simplicity also has its tower. Let's combine our great minds. Not often do we think alike, but I think we can visualize a vision that isn't stereotyped. Thank you. There was more, I'm sorry. It's just a little bit. Bring a fantasy into a reality. You're not my sister, but I'll love you unconditionally. Come take a seat with me. Thank you. And this last one is called Clarity. A wanderer, but I am not rootless. Venturing to the source of my river, and with no hesitation, I walk into the waters of hope. As it gently covers my undisguised skin, the truth seeps through the pores of my foundation, restoring what has been fragmented by the seduction of impurity. Before leaving the trails of the polluted past, I stop to see beauty in the reflection of my water streams. I am grace. I am no longer weeping over the debt that has burdened my existence with insecurities. I am sound. The illusion of ego does not consume my spirit. I am selfless. I do not compete. The strange ground I walk on knows who I am. My ancestors' blood seeps through the soil, so I walk respecting every step I take. I am divinely conducting knowledge that has been left behind. A crown is just an object that has been taken from me. I am a queen without it. I learned to love before I could eat. There is nothing you can take from my serenity. I am peace. Thank you.